General Hospital spoilers for Wednesday, December 18th, reveal that Trina has remained steadfast in supporting Jocelyn after the devastating loss of Dex, doing her best to provide comfort and solace during this difficult time. However, Jocelyn's growing obsession with what happened is beginning to stir new concerns in Trina's mind. The drastic shifts in Jocelyn's mental state and behavior are making Trina realize that her friend's condition is no longer just typical grief, but has progressed into a dangerous level of instability. Trina feels that Jocelyn's emotional adjustments, rather than improving over time, are intensifying at an alarming rate. Jocelyn's increasingly impulsive actions and frequent loss of control make Trina worry that her friend is putting herself at serious risk. Despite her patience and constant presence, Trina begins to fear that she might not be able to help Jocelyn navigate this crisis. Jocelyn's psychological changes not only affect her own well-being, but also place Trina in a challenging position, as she feels helpless in a situation that is spiraling beyond control. The danger Jocelyn faces comes not just from her internal emotional turmoil, but also from reckless decisions that could have grave consequences. Trina knows that without timely intervention, Jocelyn could be drawn into a perilous spiral from which no one could save her. Meanwhile, Ava turns to Nina for help as she finds herself trapped in a web of danger stemming from financial pressures orchestrated by Rick. Ava realizes that Rick's aim is not just to control her finances, but also to exploit her circumstances, leaving her vulnerable and destabilized. Nina, who has a complicated relationship with Ava, is surprised by this request. However, Ava, with a mix of desperation and strategic thinking, makes it clear that she needs financial assistance to escape the stranglehold Rick has placed her in. Additionally, Ava hopes that Nina might leverage her influence to weaken Rick, or at least help her regain control of the situation. Ava's shift in strategy from directly confronting Rick to seeking a powerful ally like Nina highlights the tough and tense phase she is currently enduring. While Nina deliberates whether to help Ava, she also realizes that this request could bring unintended consequences, especially as Nina herself faces personal and professional challenges. The evolving dynamic between Ava and Nina, transitioning from conflict to potential collaboration, raises significant questions. Will Nina step up to help Ava overcome this crisis, or will she keep her distance, fearing that involvement with Rick might entangle them both in deeper trouble? And in Ava's quest for a solution, is she placing her trust in the wrong person? The upcoming developments promise intense drama, as the complex interplay between Ava, Nina, and Rick escalates, driving the story to a new climax filled with unexpected twists and heightened stakes. Elsewhere, Drew spends a private moment with Willow, but it seems that the mistakes in their relationship are far from over. Willow, trying to balance her life and her conflicting emotions, finds herself drawn into Drew's increasingly complicated decisions. Despite his efforts to maintain an image of reliability, Drew cannot resist Willow's allure. Their closeness, rather than addressing past errors, only adds to the complexities of their relationship. Drew is not only grappling with the consequences of this controversial connection, but continues to push boundaries, acting on emotions rather than reason. As the two are once again pulled into a whirlwind of passion, Drew seems incapable of stopping himself from repeating the same mistakes. This not only jeopardizes their respective relationships with others, but also places both Willow and Drew in awkward situations where every choice comes with significant consequences. Will Drew realize that continuing down this path will cost him dearly, or will he let his emotions dictate his actions, dragging them both deeper into an inescapable web of complications? The coming episodes will reveal whether this moment leads to reconciliation or marks the beginning of a new cycle of dramatic missteps. Carly confronts Jason about his plan to leave Port Charles in search of Valentine and Charlotte, leading to a tense exchange between two longtime allies. Carly, fiercely protective of her family, cannot accept Jason putting himself in what she sees as unnecessary danger. Jason, however, is resolute in his determination to see his mission through, unmoved by Carly's pleas. The situation becomes more complicated as Carly finds herself wrestling with internal pressures, not just from her desire to keep Jason safe but also from her conflicting feelings toward Brennan. Carly senses an inexplicable attraction to Brennan, but this only deepens her inner turmoil, especially as she knows admitting these emotions could lead to greater complications. The story escalates as Carly grapples not only with Jason's decisions, but also with the weight of her own emotions. Her growing anxiety and tension push Carly into a state of conflict, where she must choose between supporting Jason despite the risks, or stopping him to protect herself from the potential fallout she is desperately trying to avoid. The confrontation between Carly and Jason not only highlights their differing perspectives, but also reveals the immense pressure Carly is under. This places both characters in a precarious situation, as their disagreement could lead to significant changes in their relationship and the plans involving Valentine and Charlotte. Will Carly manage to navigate her emotional chaos and reconcile with Jason, or will these tensions drive them into an unending cycle of conflict? The unfolding story promises a climactic turn, packed with drama and unpredictable twists. Michael has a tense discussion with Curtis about his plan to take down Drew, putting Curtis in a difficult position. Michael, determined to protect his family and interests, persuades Curtis that defeating Drew is necessary, even if it means breaking the trust between them. Curtis, already harboring underlying tensions with Drew, begins to feel swayed by Michael's argument. Past disagreements between Curtis and Drew provide justification for Curtis to consider betraying Drew. Additionally, the information Michael shares about Drew's plans and secrets strengthens Curtis's belief that he could leverage this to his advantage. However, Curtis's decision isn't just about aligning with Michael. He wrestles with guilt and moral dilemmas as he contemplates revealing secrets that Drew had entrusted to him. While Curtis understands that betraying Drew might help achieve immediate goals, it also places him in a precarious position regarding ethics and loyalty. Michael, with calculated persuasion and pressure, seems to push Curtis to the brink of choosing between siding with Drew or pursuing his own interests. This interaction not only underscores the intricate dynamics between Michael, Curtis, and Drew, but also demonstrates Michael's relentless commitment to his objectives. Will Curtis ultimately betray Drew and expose his secrets, or will he stand his ground and steer clear of increasingly complicated schemes? The upcoming episodes are sure to be filled with tension, pushing the story to a dramatic climax where loyalty and relationships will be tested to their limits.